Now, Cam, you've got a testimony to share of being healed at a meeting a couple of years ago here at Suncoast. What happened to you?
Yeah, well, I'd had depression and I'd been to a psychiatrist and I'd been on drugs and all sorts of things, but I was determined that I didn't want to have depression, and I kept going to the doctor and I said I wanted to come off the drugs because I didn't want to be on the drugs either. And then in a meeting one day when John was here, he was talking about how his wife was in a meeting sitting down, and he was talking about different healing things, and he said his wife said, I want some of that, and she was healed. He said she was healed of that. So I was sitting there and he starts going through all these different things, and he said people with this, that and depression, and I said, well, I want some of that. And as soon as I said that, I felt this real nice thing right deep in my spirit, and when I jumped in my spirit, and I said, I knew at that moment, I knew I'd got the healing for that depression, and I've been okay ever since. I've been happier, had a lot more fun in my life. I've been done a whole lot of things that I couldn't have done otherwise. When people have a go at me about different things, I don't worry about it anymore. When you've got depression, the slightest thing upsets you. But nowadays, I don't worry too much about anything. I just, I love God, and I'm just going full ball with everything now.
Wonderful. And how long had you been struggling with depression?
Well, I didn't know I had depression, so it's been going for a long time. I think about 10 years or so, and my wife told me, you've got to go and see a doctor about that, because I'd get in the car, go for a drive, and I'd be yelling and screaming at other drivers and for no reason. And the doctor said, you need to go and see someone who knows a bit more about this than I do. So I did. They diagnosed me with depression, and I was on slight medication, and things got worse. My little boy nearly died, and that made me go down even to a bigger heap than what I was in. And then I was diagnosed with severe depression, and I couldn't go to bed, I couldn't go to sleep at night, and I couldn't wake up the next day. So I got to the point where I couldn't go out. And then slowly but surely, I know, working with God, and then the final thing when I came to the prayer meeting that day, or the meeting that day, John mentioned that God was healing those things, and I knew from that moment I was fine.
And you've been happy, Cam, ever since?
Yeah, well, as happy as can be.
Good.
I suppose there are things that make you sort of not happy, but generally 99% of the time I'm okay.
Cool. Excellent. Thanks for sharing that, Cam.
No worries.
Bless you.
Heals the sick, he heals the lame, and he says you can heal them too in Jesus' name.